9, putting an eye on the environment. Harmful algae and bacterial blooms in Oregon's waterways are becoming more and more common. That's causing increased harm to your health and the economy.
That's why MJ Murdoch Charitable Trust is supporting the University of Portland and other schools, funding a study for the problem. And joining us live is UP Biology Associate Professor and Researcher Dr. Ryan Kenton. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Tell us about harmful algae and how it gets into our waterways.
Sure. So harmful algae blooms, or harmful algae and bacterial blooms, are a natural occurring thing. They are present in every single waterway, let it be freshwater, saltwater, out in the ocean. And this is both nationally and internationally. And at certain times of year, there is nutrient runoff, elevated temperature, and other environmental factors that trigger these blooms, where now they're growing at higher levels than they normally should. And when this happens, this can trigger toxin production, and these toxins can get into animals, into people, into the food we eat, and can cause a lot of harm.
So you mentioned that these do occur naturally, but we are seeing them start to increase in frequency and severity. What are some of the factors that you're looking into that could be behind that?
Sure. So this time of year, the temperature rises. We often have blooms in Oregon as well as the rest of the West Coast during the summer months. So these elevated temperatures definitely increase. These are microorganisms. Higher temperature means they grow faster and therefore they divide faster. But also it's a lot of runoff. So the farming industry that we have in the Pacific Northwest, there's a lot of nitrogen and phosphorus runoff within the fertilizer. And the more we have of this, the more it runs into the waterways and therefore causes more of these blooms.
Talk about how the toxic blooms affect our health. I mean, you alluded to it earlier, but more specifically, how could this be harmful to us?
Sure. So it depends on the organism. There's a number of different toxins that are secreted, but most often people and animals get sick because of something known as cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, which occurs in our fresh waterways. This toxin has a number of different effects. It can affect your liver. It can be a neurotoxin, so affect brain function. And really, it's only a concern for our pets because they're in the water, they get it on them, they're drinking the water. And with our dogs, even when they come home, if they're licking themselves, they can continue to get the toxin. So if you suspect a bloom might be happening, it's important to wash your animal off as soon as it comes out of the water. And then this also applies to small children who might not regulate themselves as well when they get into fresh water. They might be drinking that water, whereas an adult, we're probably not drinking the river and pond water. And as long as you're not doing that, most of the time we're just fine.
That can be really scary stuff, though, for kids and pets especially. So let's talk a little bit about this grant funding and what it's going to be used at the University of Portland for.
Yeah, we're really excited to have this money. This is a team up between our school as well as Walla Walla University and Willamette University. And what we're trying to do is really develop a new way of detecting these blooms earlier. Right now, the main technique is to use a microscope and to literally look to see if they're there. This can take hours, days, weeks sometimes. And there's a few other tests to detect the toxins, but not really a fast way to detect the actual organism that is there. And so we've been developing a molecular technique that should reduce this time to a mere 2 hours to determine exactly what is there. And once we know what's there, we can then assume potentially what toxin is also present. This has been a great work. We're very appreciative of the Murdoch Charitable Trust. There's 4 professors from these 3 universities working on this. And right now we have 7 undergraduates who are really doing a great job. We're harvesting water all over the coast of Oregon, as well as going up into Puget Sound. And right now we have about 50 samples that we've been pretty much testing nonstop for the last 10 weeks.
All right. Thank you very much. Very interesting. Dr. Ryan Kenton, thank you for joining us on AM Extra.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
And we'll be tracking this research study as it moves forward, so you can find the latest updates on coin.com.